Chelsea versus Manchester City is going to leave fans scratching their heads when Chelsea walk away with all 3 points. Yes, you did hear that correctly. Chelsea have an opportunity to beat Manchester City this weekend. Now, granted, this will not be an easy task, but in today's video, we're going to talk about how Chelsea can get all 3 points from Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. Now, the first talking point is going to be John Stones because he's going to be out this match due to a thigh injury. Unfortunately, he's been picking up an injury time and time again, and therefore, again, will not be able to be utilized in that defensive line along with the midfield, which we've seen Pep Guardiola use multiple times this season. On top of that, one of his favorite defenders, Akanji, is also going to be out this weekend. And that being said, they still have a rock-solid back four: Guardiola, Diaz, Walker, and Ake. So again, we're not going to say that they do not have a really good back four, but this is the fact that it's going to be a little more challenging for Pep Guardiola to do all the tactics that we've seen time and time again. So let's look at Chelsea's formation for their match against Manchester City. Now, the 4-3-3, which we've seen time and time again, it's the same lineup against Tottenham, is what we'll see against Manchester City. Now, the big talking point, though, is going to be this player right here, Reece James. Now, we all know how great of a defender he is, but he's also great at attacking. So, again, this is going to then push Manchester City back a little bit because we're going to be able to really overload this right side with Reece James going forward, Gallagher, Palmer, and even Jackson on that side. So, again, that is going to be a talking point for Pep Guardiola and what he's going to do. But also, Reece James is going to have to be very conscious of Doku, which we've seen him do quite well, especially in his last game against Bournemouth. Again, a phenomenal player and very difficult to defend, but Reece James is capable of doing that. He has not played a full 90 yet, so this game will be a testament. If he can do a full 90, he may have to come off at some point, but still, if he can play the entire side, he will be able to hold that line very well for Chelsea, along with Thiago Silva, relieving some of that pressure. Now, the other talking point we need to look at is right here in the midfield. Fernandes, Gallagher, and Cancelo. Now, these three players have been playing phenomenal all year round, and this is where Chelsea have been able to control a lot of their games. The thing, though, with Manchester City is how they attack. They usually have so many attacking players that this area is going to be where this game is won and lost. So again, if we can control this midfield, and whether we have Sterling drop back, Palmer drop back, and even Jackson drop back a little bit, again, not exactly like this formation, but something along these lines to really help relieve some of that tension for not just Cancelo, but Gallagher and Fernandes, this will help our side because, again, what we've seen with these players is that Manchester City are able to really dictate how they want to play throughout this entire pitch. While they want to go down the middle, then they go to the outside, play balls all around. They have so many different outlets to get great chances and score goals. Now, the one nice thing about playing Manchester City is that they will not sit in a low block, so we will see our team sometimes be actually sitting a little bit lower, like so. This actually will allow us to play the ball from the back and actually hit a counterattack out on the wings, whether it's to Sterling, to Palmer, to Jackson. Even Gallagher can make those runs, or even Reece James out on the outside. So again, if we're pinging the ball off to the outside and driving that ball in, all these players are going to be able to attack as well with the ball itself. Now, granted, we all know that Pep Guardiola is a genius when it comes to tactics, and he probably will have a good idea of how to counter this, but this is going to be one of Chelsea's best ways to score a goal. Now, granted, we could also come down the pitch and control possession like we've done before and work the ball around the box itself between all the players here, but as we've seen before, that Chelsea are not the greatest at finishing on these type of pieces, and Manchester City are one of the best defending teams out there. So again, we're going to have to look at our chances for scoring goals. Now, one other battle scene is going to be how Chelsea defend Erling Haaland, who, yes, has been playing fairly well this season, hasn't been doing as well as last season, but still is always a threat in front of goal. Now, this is where it'll be really tricky with Pochettino and how he chooses his lineup. Whether he goes with Disasi, Thiago Silva, and Cole in the back, that's still up for debate. But Thiago Silva should be able to defend him quite well with his experience. Yes, I understand that Erling Haaland is one of the most trickiest players to man mark inside the box, but Thiago Silva is capable of doing that, and therefore should be able to shut him down. It's going to be the tricky part with Bernardo Silva, Duco, and all the other players around him. That is going to be very hard to also shut down, because if one of those players can find a pocket of space, they're more likely than not are going to be able to find Haaland, who only needs 1 or 2 chances to find the back of the net. So Chelsea have a good opportunity on winning this match. Now, granted, they have to take their chances when they have them, because if they do not, they will pay the price for that. if they can go ahead early in this match, they can easily dictate this match and win this game. And yes, I understand they are the underdogs in this match, but Chelsea have been playing well against higher clubs this season. They beat Tottenham, they've drawn against Liverpool and Arsenal, they can also beat Manchester City. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it.